Hi everyone, I'm Ali. Welcome back to Earl Books. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favourite poetry collections. So I've read quite a bit of poetry and I have quite a few favourites, so this is going to be like a part 1 with no promise as to when a part 2 may come, but I've picked out 6 off my shelf that when I looked at, I was like, yes, I need to talk about that one. So, without further ado, let's just get started. So, I mostly read like contemporary poets. I've read a few classical ones, and I have one of those in this selection. So I'm going to start with that, and I feel like this is going to be no surprise to anyone, but I have Byron. Because I love Lord Byron. I think he was like an absolutely just ridiculous person. But I really like his poetry, and I also feel connected to him because it's quite possible, it's not like confirmed, but he possibly had a clubfoot, and I was born with a clubfoot, and while it is quite common, I've never really heard of anyone else with one. So I think it's kind of cool that like one of the most famous poets of all time had the same birth defect as I did. And yes, so this little collection is from the Everyman Poets, Everyman Library Pocket Poets edition, and yeah, I just think his poetry is really good, and he's a very interesting person. So yes, all the rest, the other 5 poet/poetry collections I have are modern contemporary poets. So, in no order, I have All My Mad Mothers by Jacqueline Safra. This was shortlisted for the T.S. Eliot Prize, was robbed. I haven't read any others, so it's just a guess. But I really like these. As the title suggests, she talks about being a woman and being a mother and being a daughter and that sort of thing, and I really, really liked it. And yeah, I would highly recommend this one. Next one I have is 7,300 Days by Isabella Mente. This is a bit more of your standard, like what people think of, like, I guess it's like Instagram poetry, in that it's this like this type, if you know what I mean. And it has like illustrations in there and that sort of thing. I can be kind of hit and miss with that. Like, I really like Ruby Kaur's works and a few others that do that kind of style, but I think you have to pull it off in a certain way, and I think that Isabella Mente definitely manages to do that. This is also just like a really beautiful book. I just love this colour and everything, so yeah, would highly recommend this one as well. Next one I have is Lacebone Beast by N.L. Champol maybe. This is more your like typical style of poetry, in that, like, you know, they're like longer ones, but they're also still very creative. And this was just mind-blowing and just incredibly beautiful, and I just really liked. Hi Percy. Hello Bobby. You've come in again. He's gonna sit here with us now. yeah, it's just really beautiful, and I really liked what was said in this. I really also like the quote on the back, which is, "I promise there's more softness in me." And I feel like, yeah, that really suits the collection, and also it's just kind of beautiful. Next, this one I guess is kind of like this bone based, and it is also called Bone. This is by Esther Daly Ward. I believe I read this one like December last year, and I talked about it in a wrap up. This is just incredible. She talks about like everything, like family and love, and like a lot of them have to do with like, I guess kind of like pain, but also like getting, I don't want to say getting better. Okay, so the little like review of it says, "Bone is a symphony of breaking and mending," and I totally agree with that. It's just so beautiful. I really, really also like this quote at the very, very start of the collection, which says, "Because writing is a soft and a hard place all at once." And again, totally agree with that. And yes, it's just absolutely beautiful, and I highly, highly recommend this one. I feel like this one, none of these are really talked about, and I think they should be, especially this one. And then my last one is Citizen by Claudia Rankine. This one is kind of like all one long poem in a way, and it's got like kind of like a narrative sort of kind of poem, and then it's got like shorter ones, and it's got like little images in there, like photographs. There's a really brilliant one somewhere. There's one of this woman whose name I don't know, pretending to be Serena Williams. There's a really awesome page here. And this one talks about racism in America and how people of colour are portrayed in the media, such as Serena Williams, and it's just incredible and beautiful. Again, I really like the quote on the back, which is, "And you are not the guy, and still you fit the description, because there is only one guy who is always the guy fitting the description." And I read this one, I think around December as well. And wait, no, this one was earlier this year. I can't remember, guys. It's just incredible and so thought-provoking. After I read it, I was like shaking. And it's beautiful. So yeah, those are my little 6 recommendations of poetry. Sort of thing. Like I mentioned, I will do another one of these sometime, but I don't know when. And yeah, until then, I'm gonna go back to cuddling with Percy, who clearly wants my attention. And I will see you all in a couple of days, hoping to get back into this video schedule, and basically just pre-filming a whole bunch of stuff. So I will see you all soon. Bye. You're gonna say bye?